welcome to episode 4. The first
Number
episode
4.
with webcams, and the second episode with a guest.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here, boys.
We
I'm
have
happy to be here.
Lewis Perri, everyone. Welcome.
Lewis Perri, would you like to introduce yourself?
I think you've done it for me, but I'll try anyway. I am indeed Lewis Perri. Some people call me the King. Some people call me that one guy with the giant nose. Some people
That's what
call
we
me.
you.
Yeah.
Some people call me the one kid with no legs because I can bend them in weird ways. But most of all, the reality is, I'm a cunt. And that's
He's
all
a
you need to
cunt.
know.
He explained
I
it
am
the
a cunt.
best. We can't
Definitely.
explain it better than that.
Definitely a
Thank you very
shit
much.
cunt.
A shit
Shit
cunt. A shit cunt who wears a Carlton beanie to a Collingwood pool.
Yeah, we're going to staunch a cunt.
Mate, Carlton is indeed, I think you have to agree with me on this one, if not this, the most polarizing team in AFL history.
Who?
They suck.
Carlton.
That's what I'm calling.
Carlton sucks.
They suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight-
they're
straight up,
fucking
yeah.
horrible.
That's why it's polarizing. It's what's the word? Controversial.
Oh,
Yeah, for real.
100%.
And can I
See-
just point out that you've alienated our outside of Australia audience? But anyway, keep going.
That is correct. That is correct. We'll get to you. We'll get to you, American bloody gun fans. We'll get to you, but just hold on a second. AFL's important. All right, it's our pride.
It's
pride
our
and joy.
NFL.
It's our
It's-
NFL.
Yeah,
It's
that's
our
it.
NFL. It's our NBA.
It runs in our blood, cunts.
It's our MLB. It's
In our
everything
fucking
in
veins,
the one.
mate.
Good
that
old
means-
Collingwood forever.
Alright.
I feel like I'm being assaulted here.
Alright, yeah.
But the thing is, right, with our team, we've had, I don't know how many changes in, like 3 or 4 different coaches now. We've had like a full-on redo of the entire like system, like the president of a club and all the teams and the assistant coaches and everything. New players that have been put into the team, and for a decade, we are still shit.
That's a
Absolute
you
shit.
know what?
We
That's
are
a
absolute
solid
garbage.
point. That's a solid
We have-
point.
We just paid out $6 million to one of our key forwards, Mr. Harry Mackay, and he's been disappointing us ever since he has received the $6 million. So I'm kind of pissed
Oh,
off.
God.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I
I see
respect
the
it.
appeal.
It's a very controversial team. It's a very controversial team.
I like
but
it. You're outside of the box.
I'm
Yeah.
outside the box. It's like, you know, you get shit tumbling and rumbling. It becomes interesting, you know?
Yeah, of
You
course.
get into it. But we're not here to talk about AFL. We could go for hours about AFL, but we are here to get shit on the road. So
We are here.
What's
Enough,
going on, boys?
enough about AFL.
enough about AFL.
That's our AFL segment of the week.
Yeah.
That's done.
We should open every podcast just a 5-minute talk just about AFL, just what's going on in AFL, because our audience is gonna love that.
Oh,
At least the
They-
Aussies
they
get it.
love
No
it.
one else gets it, but it's all right.
That's alright.
It's all right.
But yeah, what's been going on this week, boys?
just been fucking on the grind.
We have
Been on that grind.
we've actually this last week we've worked on so much content. Like
Oh,
we have
we
so
got
much
content.
to put out. We are doing it. It's finally on track. You know, where
The next, the next sketch. Oh,
the next sketch.
Next
y'all
sketch.
y'all stay tuned. This is a good one.
it's
You're gonna
oh,
love
it's a
this.
good one.
Honestly, it could be better
gonna
than
be
our
gas.
last. Lewis, you haven't
Probably.
seen the finished one yet, have you?
I have not seen the finished one, but just a side note for the guests, I did help him with this one.
He
Not
did
that
film.
I'm-
He
was-
did
not that
film
I'm
it
in
for
it.
us.
He was
Not
the
in it,
camera
but-
person.
I was the cameraman, so it's awesome to be part of this stuff. It's very funny, and you know, if the world isn't funny, then fuck it. So
Exactly.
we need comedy. We need laughter, and laughter matters. You know?
Doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter what's going on. A good laugh
When you can
always
make a joke
helps.
out of it, that's
yeah,
correct.
exactly.
Absolutely.
And
And to be a part of it, I love it. Bloody
exactly. And we appreciate you being part of the behind the scenes team.
I appreciate that. That's very, very nice of you.
And for nice transition into the next segment of the race to hell just universe, you are going to play a big part in that, as you two have recently planned out. If there's anything you want to tell the audience.
Ah, yes. Okay. So Lewis and I have set ourselves a challenge. It's I think with five challenges. First one was going to be bowling, pool, table tennis, down ball, and smash, where we got to verse
Where
each
they
other
fuck.
and. Huh?
Yes.
What?
What?
What? Muñeño?
And so we verse in all five, and whoever comes out on top pretty much gets bragging rights of
I'm not a
everything.
shit cunt.
Yeah, pretty much. So we've been talking a lot of shit behind the scenes.
Talking mad shit.
Because I definitely think I'm going to win this challenge. And Lewis is delusional if he thinks he is. Yeah, but
Nah,
that is something
absolutely
we're
not.
working on. So yeah, hope you guys are ready because that's going to be interesting. And
Just saying, the goat does not overcome the king. The king overcomes the goat.
Oof.
So we're gonna have a sweep here, mate.
you know what? I'll
One...
give you the name of the goat. I'm the farmer.
Oh.
Alright.
Feed the goats. I feed the
yeah?
goats. So I'm
Even
the
the
farmer.
goat listens to the farmer.
Exactly.
But
So
the king owns the land. you farm.
not when I'm.
The farmer listens to the king. That's a good
That's
point.
correct. We
All
own
right.
that shit, bro.
All right,
Alright.
you
Farm
can
for
be the
me.
king, but I'm God.
That's quite a title. You are not what I expected what God would look like.
In the flesh. I didn't know God was a
In the
hairy
flesh.
Italian man from Melbourne.
I didn't think God would be wearing a Collingwood hat. That upsets me.
Oh, well.
God goes
you
for
know-
Collingwood.
You know what? That's a good point. Because if you guys, for anyone who's aware of just a little bit of an AFL fun fact, Gary Ablett Sr., probably the best AFL player of all time, probably the Michael Jordan of AFL, right? He was on Geelong, I believe. His nickname was God. Is that not the coolest nickname ever for an athlete?
To be fair, you got to
It
do
is.
a lot of shit to earn that nickname.
Yeah.
God.
God.
You get
That's
the
a big
nickname Goat, but like God's like.
God. Not even Michael Jordan is known as God.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Just remember, Michael Jackson
God.
danced like a champion,
Yep.
and he danced with the kids, but he
What?
still became
Hashtag wearing white gloves.
Yo, I didn't know
hashtag
Alex was
wearing white
Michael
gloves.
Jackson.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't. I mean, what?
Right?
What?
He danced like a king, and he danced with the kids, and he still became the king of pop.
Good
Mm.
point.
Right?
He wasn't
It's a
even
big,
the god
it's
of
a big
pop,
achievement.
but
Not even the
yeah,
god of pop. He was the
Yeah.
king. We got a man in AFL. God.
God.
That's one hell of a thing, mate. That's one hell of a
Speaking-
thing.
Not even Elvis was God.
Not even Elvis was God. Not even Elvis was God. He didn't even dance. He just sang, but he got king, but he didn't get God.
He was pretty good at
Yeah.
it though.
Speaking of
Exactly.
Michael Jackson, what do you
What?
think he was
Yes.
better at? Touching kids or making
Alrighty.
music?
Well, anyway, so thanks
Ooh.
for watching, everyone. Nah.
I'm
Oh, I'm gonna have to
just
ask.
asking.
There was actually, I forget his name. There was a guy who recently came out and he's trying to I think he's
He's
suing
suing.
Michael Jackson or
Yeah.
something. It's like,
Saying he was one of the victims. It's like sharp can.
yeah, which it's
Okay.
like,
Is that
yeah,
still going?
no, it's a new one. Like last
Oh, a new
week,
one.
someone was like, I want to
Yeah.
sue Michael Jackson.
What
You know
do
the
you do?
guy
Have a
who's been
dream
dead for
about him?
20 years?
Fair dinkum. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like, oh, I had a dream. He touched me. I'm gonna sue now.
Is that even bro? That's a hell of a charge. Raped from the grave.
Oh, 100%.
Bro, for real. Like, what are they?
Bruh.
I guess they'll sue the estate or some shit, but like, it sounds so funny out of context. It's like, you're gonna sue a dead man.
I think
Let's do a dead
because whoever owns, like, it's weird. Like, whoever owns his name, like, he's the whole like
Yeah.
team behind Michael Jackson. I think they might, or the name itself might get sued. Like,
Yeah, like whoever
Like-
owns that.
yeah, like his reputation
Yeah.
is on the line. But man,
What does
what's
he
he
care?
gonna do? Come out of
Yeah.
the grave and say, "Oh no, don't sue me."
Yeah, I saw
I'm
someone was
innocent.
like, is he gonna defend himself?
Oh,
Do you guys honestly believe like he actually did touch kids? Because I really don't know.
Honestly,
I don't-
I don't know. I can't say if he did or not. I just know it's a whole meme.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I'd
kind of
like
like what I
to-
go off.
I'd like to believe he didn't, but if he did, I wouldn't be the most surprised.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
think it's impossible. Like, it's very possible that he did.
Very,
But
because I think if anyone had that ability, if anyone had that reputation, like where they could get away with it, it's him,
yeah,
right?
and
Mm.
R. Kelly was doing piss. I mean, who
R.
knows what
Kelly
Michael
was
Jackson was
pissing.
doing? He
Yeah.
was
He was pissing in their
pissing.
mouth.
Who was it? There was a comedian who had a joke. I forget who it was. It could have been Chappelle or like Louis C.K. or someone. I forget. And it's really bad that I forget this because I feel like whoever it is matters on how funny the joke is. But anyway, they said that if you're gonna get, if anyone's gonna do it, you want it to be Michael Jackson, right? Like, I was gonna search it up. I forgot who said it. Ah, shit. I think it could have been Chappelle. But yeah,
It would make sense if it was Chappelle. He was pretty good at those kind of jokes. Chappelle's a goat. He's a
yeah.
goat too.
Oh, he's the goat. He honestly, I'd say best comedian of all time.
Oh, probably one
Oh,
of the best. Yeah.
second behind Kaya DeAngelis.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, of
Kai
course.
DeAngelis, the
Kai
second
DeAngelis.
best in Melbourne.
The man,
Yeah.
the myth, the pie.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Oh,
Listen to Two Dudes,
absolutely
One Pie. I don't know
They're
if
our
they're
rivals. Why are you shouting them out?
true. They are our rivals, even though
Too
I
much.
am on
They
the
are our
team.
rivals.
Yeah.
See, they sent
Oh,
me
you're
here.
off the race to hell. Get out of here.
See, they shouted me out, so they actually sent me as an espionage agent to fuck you
Oh,
out
of
of them.
course.
So
Yeah, you're only here to You're only here to talk about controversial topics to ruin our podcast.
I'm only here to get you cancelled. That's
Mm.
Well,
really
I mean,
the
I
only
was gonna
thing.
say we never spoke about Michael Jackson touching kids before you were on the pod.
That is very true.
You're just segueing us into being cancelled.
I'm a
But to
dark
be
human
fair, we
guy.
are wearing white gloves, so I was
We are
gonna
wearing
try
white
and
gloves.
transition into it at some point.
That
That's
is
a good
true,
point.
yeah. It was kind of like Michael Jackson was destined to be mentioned this episode.
I did want to mention it at some point, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But
Absolutely.
you know,
But the only difference between Michael Jackson and I is he wore a glove and I didn't.
Ah,
only difference.
What? Oh God!
you left the DNA behind.
Oh God.
You left them traces for them searching, mate. You left it.
Oh
Oh
God.
well,
for it.
maybe I wanted them to find me.
You wanted, mate. It's just a game now.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Yeah, I thought the Kaya episode was wild.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. We're only 10 minutes into it.
Yeah, we're 12 minutes into this, so we've got another like 40
beautiful.
minutes of controversy.
Oh
I
God!
love it, mate. That's what gets you going, mate. Oh,
course.
that's me going, anyways. Absolutely.
Oh, all right. Well, speaking of controversial,
Speaking
Oh,
of
no.
controversial,
no, I was just gonna say what are other topics that we can talk shit on?
Shit, what's been going on this week? I've been mad out of the loop. I've just been working.
Yeah,
and
I have
shit.
been as well.
Yeah.
well, I know everyone's memeing the absolute living shit out of that submarine.
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
getting me like crazy.
You know, now they're finding out the whole news thing. This is it's fucked because now they're saying they're finding human remains.
Yeah.
When last week they said that when they got imploded, it was into nothing. But now they're like, oh yeah, we're finding bits of wreckage and
That's right. They said
pieces
they
of
found
fucking.
they found a piece of the submarine that had human
Yeah.
remains in it or something. Yeah.
It's like what? That's insane. This
Yeah.
whole thing, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to believe it's just a whole fucking thing to hide something else that the government's doing. You know?
That's what
Ooh.
honestly, I
Because-
reckon it's just news headline. It's just the attention grabber in my
Because how, like, for the last, 2 or 3 weeks, this has been on the news everywhere.
Yeah.
And we've all been like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? You know, news. But I feel like they're doing this on purpose to hide something else because
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
There have been cases, like it's kind of a proven thing, that if the news keeps focusing on one topic, it's because they're trying to shine the light away from a different topic.
that's
Like
yeah,
it's
that's what I
been
mean.
proven they've done that shit.
Oh yeah, there's no
Yeah.
compromise like that for sure.
'Cause I-
Even
you
happened in
know,
Australia.
Mm.
The only things you hear, like in Australia, like stabbings and whatnot, but that's on like current affair, 9 News and all that. But on global news, this is all we're hearing is this fucking submarine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you heard about a school shooting?
fuck, a while ago.
Yeah,
2
but
months.
they're happening every
2
day.
months ago.
Yeah, but they're happening every day. Like if you go online and you look up, it's like it's happening every day in America. So
For
it's
real,
like
it's fucked. It's
The
Did you
cunt.
guys hear about the Nashville shooting?
no.
Nah.
Nah.
Wait, which depends. When was it?
This year. It was a few months ago.
Oh, probably. If it was before the submarine, I would have.
It was the trans shooter.
Oh,
Oh
For the
yeah, yeah,
Christian-
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Remember that? The Christian
Yeah.
kids. They were like all
Yeah.
children. They were like they were
See,
children.
there you go.
Yeah.
However
Actual
many kids were killed there, I forgot about it because of this submarine thing.
Because of submarine.
Yeah, I know how many exactly were in the submarine.
But
I know
they're
their names.
brainwashing us.
They're
They are
protecting.
brainwashing.
They are absolutely protecting the trans combined with the Second Amendment with a submarine. That's
Mm.
genius. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of
You
impressive.
know, it's smart. I respect it.
That's a
yeah,
that's a hell of a chess move.
For real.
That's
That's
that is true. It's like they've
That's-
just knocked
that's
their
impressive.
fucking queen off the board. And it's like,
before I say this joke, I just want to put a disclaimer that I do respect the trans community. But let me say the joke now.
if you have
Put
to
that in.
say disclaimer, that means you don't respect them.
No, I do. I respect them a lot. But anyway.
Yeah, you totally respect them.
No, I do. No issues. No
Nah,
issues
nah.
with the trans community. But anyway.
Just roasting you.
Oh no, we need to save the trans community. Alright, let's crash a submarine. Like,
Oh
The ex-
god.
The expense of 4 straight lives saved the generation.
facts.
Yeah.
It's an honorable sacrifice.
Mm.
Honorable.
No shit, it happens a lot. Like, there's all these big topics, even just shit that happens here. Like, there's so many, lately, crime has been up so much.
Mm.
For
And,
sure.
like, nearly every second day, someone's getting stabbed a suburb away. Like, it's fucking crazy, and we don't
It's
hear
just
about
getting
it.
closer.
Because the news focuses on everything else. We'll get, like, a small, like, person stabbed here, and then, like, a full segment on, like, something sport-related, or, you know,
yeah.
like...
Oh, this sport person got injured and this and that. They
Yeah.
were, whatever.
Like, it's fucked. I remember
Yeah.
something happened locally, and I was watching the news because I wanted to hear more about it. And it was like a tiny segment. It was like 30 seconds. I'm like, that deserved more coverage. Like,
They go from like, we got a stabbing in Taylor Hill, and then we got this player who's been suspended for accidentally punching another player. It's like, wait, hold up, don't skip over the last one.
yeah,
What
I
was
think
that?
that's what it was.
What was
You know,
that?
you know the person who died at the skate park, Taylor Hill?
I don't know the person, but I saw the
But-
footage of the actual stabber running away from the cops.
So someone did get stabbed. Is that what it was?
Someone
At-
died. Yeah, they're dead.
At Taylor
What, the
Hill?
skate
All I
park
knew-
that we're at, or?
Yeah.
Uh,
all I
what?
knew, and I was trying to be kept up with it. The only thing I knew about it, someone was found dead. That's it.
Ooh,
And I was
fuck.
researching it, and that's all I got.
What? So they actually I didn't hear about this. They fully got
Yeah.
stabbed at the
Apparently,
park.
I didn't even know they got stabbed. Like,
Mate, the
Neither.
suburbs ain't safe. They just
they
ain't.
ain't. They ain't.
They
As
ain't safe.
Didn't wait, Andrew? Someone near you didn't. There
Across
was
the
like a
road.
body, yeah, in the fucking bush.
across the road, like
That's
literally,
Fucked.
probably like 50 feet from my house.
That's
Like,
insane.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and it's crazy because it's like these last couple of years, crime has just been insane. Like no one gives a fuck anymore. People just kill over nothing now,
But now I just find it insane.
and
That-
it's yeah, and all we hear on the news and shit is we don't have to worry about it. You're gonna sneeze, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
tried.
watching
I
it.
tried. It went away.
It's just
Yeah.
like-
For the audience, you're gonna see that a lot, dude. I'm a bit sick, so you're gonna see that a lot. I'm just gonna go, and then nothing
Yeah,
happens.
then it's gonna go.
It's horrible. It just runs away.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thumbnail
That's a
Done.
fuck
picture of you. Yeah, you gotta get him going.
I'll
Like,
cut that out. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
god.
it's,
But
yeah, go
yeah.
on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, all
My
good. That was
apologies.
funny. Yeah, it's like, hold on. Yeah, so what was I saying? Something about
crime rate.
yeah,
Crime
Over
was
the last few years.
that's right. Yeah, we hear all the time. We're like, yeah, we're in Australia. We don't have to worry about that shit. Nah, that happens all the time in America, not in Australia. But bro, every second day I hear about someone getting stabbed, or like I'll be at work and I'll see like someone getting chased by like an undercover cop or something at work. It's
That's
like
fucked.
they say it doesn't happen here. I see it all the fucking time. Like
Mate.
I don't know what's like,
You know, the worst I've had at work is someone said that the bread's burnt. That's all it's
Oh,
about.
God.
This fucking bread's burnt, and they walk out.
Oh, God.
No guns pulled.
Nah,
Come on.
nah. They pulled a Karen and was like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Oh,
Oh.
God. Just be happy you don't work in retail. Because you'll get like
Oh,
the. You'll be like someone, hey, can I check your bag? And I'll be like, what do you
Yes.
need to check my bag for? What? You want to see what I got on me? That person over there just checked my bag. What do you want to check my bag for? It's like,
I've seen
right.
people. Like people get like really like angry. They're like, because I've been behind people walking out, and they're just like, "Fuck off," and they keep
Yeah.
walking, and the chick's like, "Oh, okay," and I
Yeah.
just open my bag, and I'm like, "Here, check."
Bro,
Like, I don't care.
I got mocked for telling someone to have a nice day.
Oh, wow.
What?
I was like, someone's walking out, I'm like, have a nice day. And they're like, have a nice day. Like,
Oh, what?
It fucking sucks. And here's my little note for the day. If you're a cunt to retail workers, or even hospitality workers, whatever, fuck you.
Oh, honestly, fuck you.
We're only there to do our job. We're only doing what our managers have asked us to do. I don't care what's in your bag. I don't care if you've stolen. I don't give a fuck. I'm just there because it's my way of making money. I have nothing against you. Don't fucking have a go on me. Alright,
We don't care if
I had
you're
to let
trans.
that off my chest. Yeah,
We
exactly.
don't care if you're trans.
What?
What?
We don't
Alrighty.
care if you're trans. We just help.
If you
anyone.
have to
Okay,
say you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
care if they're trans, it means you do
You
care if
care.
they're
You
trans.
care,
Yeah.
Lewis.
All right, come on.
You said I
Let's
care.
transition into trans people. What are your
Alrighty.
opinions?
Alright. I have nothing but
My
good things to say.
opinions.
What do you have to say, Lewis?
I never actually met one. Believe it or not.
Nah?
As
Never met
if.
one. My entire
Really?
life, never met one.
Really?
I have gay friends. I don't
Mhm.
know. I love them, by the way.
Two
They're
of
so
them are in
friendly.
this call.
Two of...
What?
Plus the third.
Yourself, cunt.
What?
But-
Nah, I got gay mates. They're very nice people. You know,
Yeah.
they're nice to me and I'm nice to them. They're fine. I got bisexual mates. I got no lesbian mates as far as I can think of. No. But I never met a trans.
Yeah, no, I'm with
No
you.
way.
I don't think. I've only ever
Never met one.
I've only ever met one lesbian. She was really nice, and then she had a fight with another friend. I'm not going to disclose names. Kaya, and she had a fight with Kaya, and then after that, she just blocked me.
You
Like, I was
fully
like,
just
what I
named
do?
Oh,
But
God.
anyway,
Yeah.
it's
No,
like,
I don't have a problem. I just
yeah, like
it's
I
one of
don't.
those things where it's like you know, it's like it's an interesting situation, like to go from I feel like I'm not in the right body.
Mm,
It is a crazy thought, though.
It's a
Like,
crazy thing to
imagine.
think about.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're like,
spoke
oh,
about
I
this
feel like.
last week, I believe. It's like.
Yeah.
It really is like because you hear about it and you don't really, at least back in the day when we'd hear about it, it was like a foreign thing to us. We were like, what do you mean? Like, what, are you depressed? Are you just, what? Whatever. We,
Yeah.
like, people still use the term, like, attention seeking and shit.
Mm.
It's like, no, at the end of the day, someone is who they are. Like, how they feel they
Oh,
are.
I never said that. That's
No, but I mean, like,
no.
I mean, in the sense of how you feel you are is how you are. Like, if someone's like
Yeah.
one day, if they come out as gay, it's not attention seeky or anything like that. It's like, okay, well, that's who you are. Like, you can't force yourself to be straight, you know? Like, people have this whole thing of like, people choose to transition, people choose to be gay, people, you know.
Mm.
At the end of
You
the
know
day,
what,
you are who
Jenny?
you are.
I pretty much I don't have anything to say. Like in terms of argument, I'm pretty much fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But Caitlyn Jenner,
Okay, that we
come
don't get into.
on,
That
come on.
we're
That's just a train wreck
this
in
is
itself.
this is what I'm saying. This is what you're saying. We don't.
It's crazy, bro. Nah,
yeah.
no disrespect though. That's
Nah,
pretty
nah,
crazy.
all
like,
jokes aside, no disrespect, but yeah.
It's crazy because of the history, like because of how he was in his past, and then
That he murdered 2 kids.
I'm sorry. He.
I'm talking about Bruce.
Oh, okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got 2 different Jenners
And I'm
here.
cancelled.
We got
Yeah.
2 different Jenners. You know, you got the Bruce and then you got the Caitlyn, and it's like
Okay.
fair enough,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Wait,
That's,
Bruce Jenner
crazy.
killed people?
Yeah, I think he ran over someone.
What?
The fuck?
Yeah,
What?
look it up. He actually killed someone.
Oh, I didn't
you
know about
joking
that.
me?
That's insane.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure he ran someone over. Like, I don't know. It was like years and years ago, but
Mm.
before he transitioned.
I'm gonna have to look into that. That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
All I knew is that he was good at using the pole vault.
Ah,
What?
He
Wait, what
was
do you
an
mean?
Olympian, wasn't he? Wasn't he an
Was he?
Olympian? I
To
think
be
so.
honest, I don't know much about. I don't know much about him.
I
Like,
just I don't even
yeah.
Yeah,
know that fucking.
he was like a proper athlete, like in his day when he was a he.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
guess
know
when he
that. Oh, I
identified as a
mean,
he.
I
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Like well, not weird, but like it's crazy. Like when you go, like you compare the history to the future, it's like
different
we're
person.
just yeah. It's almost
Yeah.
like two different
No, I get you.
two different lives. I mean, it's like
Mm,
it's almost like a double agent. It's kind of amazing. It's impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
It's really the way I see it is. It's either
Mm.
an for some people it could be an epiphany. I'm not sure, but it really is a. It's a strong cover up. Like it's really like you don't expect it for some people because they cover it up so well,
mm.
or
That's true.
they might. And again, you know, someone might who's transitioning or whatever might like not have any set masculine or feminine hobbies or anything. They just kind of do everything.
Mm.
And it really is a like, what do you mean you're transitioning? You're into this. You're clearly a man because you're into this. Like, really, it doesn't matter.
I don't. I never even had that viewpoint in my entire life. Like you have to be into certain things to make you a
Yeah,
certain
it's
way.
dumb. To me,
Yeah.
it's dumb.
Like I come from like my history, my family. We come from the country. My mum was a tomboy for crying out loud. She was
Yeah,
driving bloody motorbikes on the dirt when she was young.
yeah.
She
I
wasn't
did
playing with she wasn't playing with Barbie dolls or playing with dollhouses. She was bloody out and about.
exactly.
Mm.
Yeah,
And she was raised by three crazy bastards of brothers. She was raised like a guy basically, but like it never had anything to do with like what you were introduced to. Like you just
that's just yeah.
you
That's
just do
just
those
what
things. She was a tomboy. She wasn't as feminine as you would think she was.
exactly. And there's nothing wrong with her. Like people
Nothing wrong
make
with
it
it at
out as
all.
like a oh she can't do that. That's a guy thing to do or something like that. Like, bro, who cares?
Yeah.
What are
Except for
your
impregnating. Like what?
what
What?
what are your
What?
thoughts on trans people going into like sports, but like if they transition into a female, going into cis female sport, so
This
that
Alright,
they
so
work like they're going
this,
into sport that only like cis
mm,
women are in.
alright,
I
this is where we get cancelled.
Yep, I have a. I know that
I have
my opinion on
opinions.
this. I know my opinion on
I
this
don't
is
know my opinion.
controversial, but it's only because this is such a sensitive topic. There's no right answer. It.
Oh, I believe it's the right answer.
Hear
Just says it.
me
The
out.
right answer.
Hear me out. Hear me out. There should be a trans category or multiple trans categories, like trans men, trans women.
That's
I
probably
mean,
more legit.
Mm. Because
well,
it's
yeah, I suppose.
really the whole thing is that, and again, I might get cancelled for saying this, but this is just me speaking on like a more objective standpoint. Um, the human body, the way it's born, even though you may be born as a male and then transition to a female, the human body was born as a male, so it's automatically gonna have certain functions that the female body may not have, but just lack a little bit, like be a little bit more favoring towards one side.
Mm.
So
I think like
it,
muscle plays a
yeah,
big part in it, and bone
yeah.
structure.
And not saying that like women can't be strong or whatever, but it's just the male body favors in some ways,
They just
and the
don't beat
female
men.
body, what?
They don't beat men.
What?
I'm getting this cancelled.
You're
I'm
getting
gonna bring this
cancelled.
down.
You're getting
I'm getting
cancelled.
cancelled.
All right, what
I'm
are your
getting
opinions, Lewis, on that?
All right. Well, look, I am a very big believer in science.
Mm.
At least scientific fact. I'm a big believer in that. I care about truth and consistency, so I'll say it.
Okay.
I'm the one in danger here, not you two. Just putting that
All
out.
right.
Disclaimer to
Alright.
everyone: this is only Lewis's opinion.
This is only me. This is only me. All right. Look, men. The average male is born with 50% upper body mass and strength compared to your average female.
Yeah.
Males typically, on average, are stronger than females, and the potential for males in a competitive sport, especially when it involves physical things in the sport, the potential usually outgrows the female's potential. The best female player will never beat Roger Federer. Serena Williams can't beat Roger Federer. It's impossible. She said it herself multiple
Yeah.
times. She's like, I would never want to verse him.
Yeah.
He'll destroy me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying women can't compete. Obviously, of course they can. I don't have a problem with women
Yeah.
competing in sports at all. But like the idea where I cannot consciously agree and honestly agree with the idea of to make people feel better, we need to implement like trans women competing with cisgender women because there are it's very unfair to cis women, and there are so many like professional athletic women who have dedicated their entire lives to like
Yeah.
Spot
a
on.
very
Yeah.
specific sport in the Olympics. They dedicate their entire lives to it, and then they get obliterated in like in a matter of seconds by a trans athlete.
You
And,
see,
look,
like I know people.
I don't think that's fair. Like that's
Yeah.
not that's
For real.
hey feminism fought for the equality of opportunity. That's not fair for all the women who put their lives and their work into those careers. It's very
Yeah.
unfair to them.
For
But
real.
if they want to compete in sport, they should have the fair chance of, at the very least, competing against the same regulations. When you see a race car track, the cars don't have different engine speeds. They're all regulated to the same. It's all about
yeah.
skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see in movies like guys like putting their foot down when the car just goes past. Doesn't happen in real life.
No, that's
All the cars are on the same playing field to the best of their ability. They're all around the same amount of power, the same amount of weight.
yeah.
That should absolutely be the same case for physical sports with women and men.
Yeah.
I can never agree with making that unfair for women.
No, for real.
I would be upset if I was a woman and I was competing in a female sport and I didn't have the attributes of a trans woman. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be happy with it. I'll feel devastated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad.
You know, that's that's one thing I can't get behind. I can't honestly do that for the feelings alone of trans people. If they have their own sport category, fair enough. But like against
Yeah.
cisgender women, come on. Wasn't there that big explosion when that bloke identified as a woman and then he broke the female powerlifting record and then he transitioned back into a man?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did that. That was crazy. He
That was crazy.
transitioned to a woman I'm pretty sure just to beat the record.
Just for
right?
that, yeah.
That's
like
insane.
just to show that men are stronger or some shit.
It was
There's
some
also-
super stunt. It was some super stunt.
Yeah.
There's also
If I remember
this guy
right,
did
that's
it.
what happened.
He did it in MMA. He went into female MMA and like just beat the piss out of like.
I
these
heard
female
about that,
fighters.
and was
Yeah. And
full on
that-
beating him
yeah.
like crazy, yeah.
He's like jacked, or they're jacked. He, identified as a female or whatever, and beat the shit out of these women. Like this
Yeah.
woman, I think she had a broken jaw, broken nose, broken
For real.
what's that fucking bone in like for your eye?
Fuck.
Is not
I'm not good with this stuff.
she broke like this part of her face because he punched her so hard. It's
Yeah.
like is it the
The iris? No, that's the eye.
That's how I will.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, fuck them.
Some
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, just completely fucking mauled her.
It's
And-
crazy because it's been evident. There's been multiple cases of it. Even South Park did a bit on it, and they first of all they nearly got cancelled for that, which is crazy for South Park. Like,
Them
that's
getting
what nearly
cancelled?
gets them
What?
cancelled. But
That's
also,
a damn miracle they're still in business.
I know, but that's the thing. It really is. It's the perfect show in that sense.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it's a perfect
segue into South Park.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So,
South Park's great.
yeah, no shit. And I'm not just saying this because it's the funniest or whatever. South Park is the best animated comedy. Just the structure of it, everything about it's perfect. Like, it's just they can talk about any issue they want because Matt Stone, Trey Parker, the creators, they have a certain stance on, no, we don't give a fuck. Like, we're gonna hate on everyone. Like,
Yeah.
we have a point to make in our episode. We're gonna make a point every episode. But it's not going to be a bias like we can get cancelled for this point because they make fun of everyone in the episode. Like, it's genius. You can't cancel them.
Yeah, because they're not going after certain people. They're going after everyone.
Exactly. Like, they make fun
Like-
of certain people, but again, they go after everyone, like you said.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't hate on them for something because in that same episode, they make fun of the other side of it.
Exactly.
It's
It's not
genius.
racist if it's everyone.
Exactly. Louis
Louis
Perry
Perry
2023.
2023.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
All right.
Oh god, that's fucking great.
Nah, but you're right though, 100%. Like
Yeah.
they go after the amount of shit they've pulled is amazing.
I mean, what they're on
It's
season.
gold.
They just finished season 26, I believe. Like, and the thing with South
Oh
Park
yeah.
is, because like Family Guy, Simpsons, and all that have been going for this like more time than South Park. But
Mm.
South Park is the only one that hasn't fallen off in quality. Like,
Mm.
you watch
It's
the
pretty
new
much held
season.
up.
Yeah, you watch the new season. It's as funny as like season 5.
Yeah.
It just hasn't changed. Like
Yeah, and
because Simpsons and Family Guy, they kind of have to alter their comedy in a way.
Mm.
Like The
yeah,
Simpsons, especially. Like back then, bro, The Simpsons were off the nuts when they're
mm,
like
Oh yeah.
they would say shit like they didn't care,
yeah, and then they
But nowadays,
became
like
they became a little bit more family friendly.
family friendly,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
PG.
but you watch like South Park and they've stayed consistent, and because they
Mm,
always, it's kind of genius. There's a couple seasons and couple episodes that kind of fall out of this and they fall off a little bit, but with a lot of their newer stuff, they make fun of a current topic, but they
yeah.
somehow link it to an older topic or to a general topic. So it's like, even though they're focused on a topic that only people watching at that time would get, the
Mm.
comedy doesn't die because it can also, like, they did an episode where they compared Kanye to Hitler, right? Of course they did.
Yeah.
And it's like, even when Kanye is eventually irrelevant to the viewers, like when,
Mm.
it comes to a generation when people don't know who Kanye is, whatever, people are always going to know who Hitler is. Like,
Oh yeah.
it will
That's
always,
crazy.
somehow, it doesn't matter what they make a topic on, it'll always be relevant in some way. Like
Mm.
you remember they did the episode on, who was it? Prince Harry and Meghan?
Oh right.
And it's
Mm.
like, they didn't, it wasn't them in the episode, it was just like Canadian characters based on them. So
Right.
people who are just watching the episode will still find it funny, but people who watched it with the context find it even funnier, you know?
Amazing.
So it
Yeah, that's
doesn't
great.
die. Like it doesn't age.
Like if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know what the
Yeah,
Well,
like you
well, that's
don't know
great.
the context, but the episode's still funny without the
yeah.
context.
Still
Mm.
funny about the context.
Yeah, exactly. It's genius. It's genius, right?
Yeah, it's grand.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum. Yeah, it's bloody. It's grouse.
And that is why
Absolutely.
we need to start up the Race to Hell cartoons.
On its way, 2024.
2024, mark your calendars.
Fuck.
But speaking of projects,
All right.
what do you have? You got any yourself, Lewis?
Well, I did think about making music, or at the very least, covering music, mainly old
Mm.
music. My background, I'm really into like very old music, like all the old stuff, like from the 50s to the 70s, really old hip hop, rock and roll, and that sort of stuff, jazz even. I was thinking about starting to make music covers, and I actually downloaded some studio software for the computer. It's called Cakewalk. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with old music, so I may
Hmm.
have fucked up a bit, right? I
Yep.
don't have a damn clue how to use it, but I do have a guitar, and I do know how to play it, so it's something. But
Yeah, it's
I don't know. We'll see, but it's one of those things. Like if I can afford to get to it,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely take. I'll
Yeah.
definitely I'll take a gander into it. But
You should
if
play
it
around.
doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. You should play around with like Ableton or something, like a producer program, because you can record instruments and stuff. You can you can do the whole lot in it. Like
Yeah,
would be good to kind of get invested in, like put some
it
time
would be
into
pretty
it.
cool.
Who knows
I'm
what
a-
you could work on.
Yeah, I've always been a big music boy.
Yeah.
Always been a big music boy.
Always.
My pa raised me on Elvis. Always
As,
love music.
as long as I've known you, you're always like singing Elvis or like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to play us a
Absolutely.
song?
no, I can't. Sorry.
Speaking of
Nah,
speaking
would-
of songs. Oh no, you go. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say just a disclaimer. I can't play. My microphone will cut out when I try to play guitar on this microphone, so it's not good.
Oh,
It
good.
won't work. It will sound like it will sound worse than
Mm.
Kim Kardashian in a famous tape.
Oh God. Yeah. No.
Oh god.
Alrighty. Yeah. Fair.
That was
Go.
her comeback video.
Oh, it was a
I
comeback
don't think
video.
they
All
wanted
right.
their comeback.
She turned to stardom.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Oh God.
yeah, as I was saying, speaking of music, I sent a song in the chat
Yes, you
Mhm.
did.
We
that I made.
That he made.
I want you to listen to it, Lewis, and I want your live reaction on the pod.
Righto.
I know you listened to it, Andrew.
Yep. Alright.
Um, but
Alright.
I want Lewis to give it a listen and say what he's.
Easy. Here's what we'll do. Let me know the second you press play, and then I'll edit it into the pod and I'll play it that exact second.
Sure. I'm gonna go to about 40 seconds. All right.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm gonna go into. I won't play the full song because it's 2:32. Oh, do you want me to play
No,
the full
no,
song
just
or
play
not?
the start. Play the start, and then play once you hear me talking, and then you can pause it.
Right. Right.
So
Alright,
just
well,
if you just hit play and then let that first part play, and then when you hear me talking, you can stop it.
all right. I'm gonna hit it in about right now. Nice beat. I like the rhythm already. All right. I'm into this. All right. It's building up.
Mm-hmm.
Good bass. I like this.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Alright, I see some headbanging. That's a good sign.
This could not be more Aussie.
That's
This
the
could
whole
not
point.
be more Aussie.
Oh God. I went for it. I went for it.
All right. I'll pause here. That's I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
What second
That
did you
is-
pause on?
I pause that on number 40.
Okay, awesome.
So that was forget that shit. You didn't see that. That was that's about as Aussie as it gets. You got the Aussie car and the lingo. It's pretty beautiful.
Exactly. That's what I went for. You know, I
was
made that
very
song
nice.
in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I believe that.
30, can I believe that?
You know what, Andrew?
Yeah.
You're a dog.
I'm a dog.
You're a dog cunt.
I'm a dog cut. There's literally a song about you called Dog Cut.
Yeah, I know. Speaking
Yeah,
of
jump on my
songs, we've got
SoundCloud. I'll put the link in the description.
yeah, mad dog.
But yeah.
We've got that. We've got a project, somewhat coming up.
We do.
That we're doing.
We have a song written, almost ready to go. And that's not the only song we're making. We have music on the way.
We have an album
We have an album
coming. We have an album on the way.
We do. Expect a lot from the Race to Hell.
These boys are gonna put Tones and I into the fucking shadows, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
What? She's not
Yeah.
already.
I hope she stays in the
Oh,
shadows. She was not a
oh.
great singer. I was very surprised when she got big because I actually saw her live before she got big,
Yeah.
and she did not deserve to get as big as she did.
I honestly don't know who that is, so I'm
That's
glad.
Really?
that's for dance. That's for Dance Monkey Girl.
Dance, man. Is it?
Dance Monkey.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I saw that live. I was at
Really?
an Aurora. My very first concert. I went with my sister to the city. We went to see
Oh
Aurora.
God.
Aurora is much better than Tones and I.
Yeah, fair.
Much better than Tones and I. And Tones and I was the opening act for her. And then, like, the actual music wasn't horrible, but her singing, I'll be down honest, it wasn't great.
Was it all original music by her?
It was
or-
original.
Yeah.
It was original, but her singing was just it sounded off. All right. If anyone's going, oh, who the hell are you to say? I know music. All right. I got a musical ear. I've been with music for a very long time. I know music.
Yeah.
She did not. When I saw her perform live, I wasn't. It was okay, but I'm like, this is more of a. What's the word? Like, I can see it being like big in like clubs and DJs for
Club
clubs and that
type,
sort of
like
stuff.
kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't ever think it would be like a mainstream thing even on the radio. I never thought of that. And then one day I see her on TV and it's got Dance Monkey on whatever the fuck it was, MTV or some shit. And then I'm like,
Didn't she
what the-
perform at the grand final one year?
She did, and I was extremely upset because they were supposed to do the remembrance thing. Like they do the Anzac ceremony instead of making random people sing. Like we did a national anthem and this and that, and then it was just some lady doing dance monkey, and I'm
Mm.
like, well, that's kind of disrespectful to all the soldiers that died for our
I don't
fucking
even.
country.
For
I don't
real.
even like that song though. That's like a. It's not even.
It's overrated as fuck. I'm not.
It's
gonna
not
lie.
even mid. It's not good.
Yeah.
Like it's not a good song.
I want to say it's horrible, but it's not like it's not up here.
No,
Too
not
many
at all.
people hype it up. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's an
no.
alright song. Like, the
It's
rest of her
alright, it's
music's
not
trash.
great.
That song's okay.
And then
But,
like I heard like 4 of his songs had like the exact same melody in it. It was just
For
slowed
real.
down. And I'm like, can you? All right, like you had a good first hit. That was a good melody. Mix it up a little bit.
yeah.
It was
Like,
the same shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not retarded. I can fucking figure it out.
when she did drop an album, like, maybe last
She
year or
did.
so. And
Yeah,
it was like,
she did.
I didn't even listen to it, but the reviews were bombing it. Like,
Mm,
everyone was hating it.
yeah. Speaking of albums, have you heard Lil Uzi Vert's Pink Tape?
I did listen to Pink Tape today. I went to the skate park and I had it playing.
Mm.
Actually,
What are your thoughts?
oh, I like it. I really like it. The like back end of the album, I wasn't feeling as much as the first half.
Yeah,
Like there's like
100%.
a point where it falls off a little bit, but it was still good. It was still vibes. And also I was skating, so any music's vibes when you're skating. But
True, yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. There were a few songs in there that I fucking really enjoyed. And there was that Chop Suey cover, that was fire. That was hard.
Yeah,
Suey's that's a banger.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
overall I liked Pink Tape. I thought it was pretty good. Worth the hype.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't
but-
see pink, so
Yeah, that's right. So you can't listen to the album.
Yes.
You gotta listen to
Can't see
Grey
the album.
Tape.
I can't even
Great.
find the bloody thing. Can't even find it. Pink
Yeah,
tape.
God.
This ain't pink. It's bloody green.
Green tape. Oh, we're making
what?
green tape. Ah,
Making green
Oh,
tape.
that's our album. That's our album called Green Tape.
for
Oh,
real.
really?
Oh, also, wait, did you listen to it, Alex?
I didn't listen to all of them, but I listened to I'd say I listened to majority of them, but I skipped through because
fair.
honestly, I didn't like a lot of the songs he had.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
There was. It's fair. I was
'Cause-
talking to like the Outlaw chat, and they
just
were
wasn't-
they were pretty mixed on it as well. Like a lot of them were loving it, but there were a few that were like, like it's nothing crazy.
I think I liked. What was it?
I really liked Suicide Doors. Amped was a really good one.
Yeah.
Um,
I think All Alone
yeah, that's a
I
good one.
liked.
I'm gonna give it another listen. I think Died and Came Back I liked.
Died and Came Back. I did like that one as well.
I'm gonna
got
give it
it.
another listen because what you found it.
I got the sneeze.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Got
Didn't
it.
even hear it.
I like
I think your microphone cut it out.
It cut
That's
it
how loud
out.
it was. It couldn't process it.
Yeah, look, I don't know. The album. It was. I think it's 50-50. Like,
Okay.
you know, half were good, half weren't.
I wouldn't say any of the songs were bad, but
They weren't bad. I honestly, I probably wouldn't listen to them by myself.
fair.
Like again.
I need to give it a proper listen, like just when I'm chilling in my room or something, and give it like
Yeah.
a non-bias. Because when you're skating, everything's vibes. I need to give
That's
it a
true.
proper listen and just be like, yeah, this song's good, this song isn't. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
listen to like the most sexually active cowboy album on Apple Music or Spotify, whatever you guys want to use.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a vibe.
Alrighty.
It's still a vibe.
Yeah, no, facts.
Even if you listen to my EP while skating, it's still a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. If you
Still
go
a vibe.
soundcloud.com/LSDJND and listen to bands in the kitchen while skating, it's gonna be a big vibe.
Big vibe.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Speaking of EPs, are we making more or what?
Oh, we're making more.
An
The music
EP
doesn't
before the
stop.
album?
Hey, penis. What?
Done. You know what we gotta
What?
do?
What?
We need to
What?
make like 20 songs.
Mm.
Put the 5 worst ones on an EP and the 5 best ones on the album.
Done. You mean the next 15 or?
Sorry, yeah. 15. Yeah, my bad. Done.
All right, done. We'll do that.
20 songs. We can do that. Song a week.
Yeah.
That's 20 weeks. What's that? 5 months. Done.
5 months, an album, and an EP.
That 5 months from now, there's going to be an album and an EP titled. I don't know what they're going to be titled, but they're going to be By the Race to Hell.
6
Yeah.
seasons and a movie.
6 seasons and a movie. Oh,
Exactly.
the movie's coming. The movie's
Movie.
fucking coming, man. I'm so
We're
excited.
gonna-
Did you get the reference?
Of
You got the
course I
reference
did.
in you.
Community, man. Alright, Alex, have you watched Community?
Nah.
Get on that. Honestly,
no.
one of the best comedy shows, like sitcoms ever.
It's probably my
Oh,
favorite
actually-
comedy show.
For real.
Oh, maybe I have.
Bless you.
I
Bless you.
I've done
think
it
I
again.
have.
Yeah, it's the one that's got
Jeff
like
Winger.
it's got Donald Glover, it's got
Donald Glover.
yeah,
No, I have. It's like,
they're in the
It's like-
study
it's great.
group, yeah.
yeah,
Really
no, I
good.
have.
They're bless you. When
Bless
you
you.
sneeze, I think you got noise suppression on or something. It just sounds so cursed. I love it. It's amazing.
It's such a
Every
quiet
sneeze,
sneeze.
every sneeze causes me a heart attack.
It sounds
Oh, gosh.
8-bit. It sounds like it's coming out of a Game Boy or something.
My
Oh,
glasses
true.
are so fogged up right now.
But yeah,
I'm
Community. There's been because they've been saying in the show, 6 seasons in a movie. Like
Six
so that's
seasons
been
in
an
a movie.
ongoing joke.
Yeah.
And they made 6 seasons, and that was it. It ended in like 2013 or something. And there's a movie coming. They announced the movie,
There's a
I think
movie
earlier
coming out.
this year or last year.
Ooh.
So yeah, they're
Yeah,
finishing
movie's
it.
coming out.
I'm fucking
It's gonna be
hyped.
mad.
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes is when Abed is just in the background the entire
Yeah, and
episode.
there's like a full story in the background. Like he helps
It's
like a
full-
woman like deliver a baby and all that. It's like
yeah.
at the end they're like,
He delivers
"Where have
a
you been?"
He's like, just in the background.
He was full on in the background, like a whole bit in the background. It's amazing.
Bro, the show is nothing short of genius.
It's genius. There's
It's
one.
a genius show.
There's a joke where in one episode someone says Beetlejuice. In a different
Yeah.
episode, someone says Beetlejuice. In a different episode, someone says Beetlejuice. And in that third one, you see Beetlejuice walk past. Like in the
Oh,
background.
no way.
It's genius.
Bro.
It's genius. Absolute genius.
It's so
Great
good.
show.
I
It's
just
my
think,
favorite comedy show of all time.
for real. Like, I love it. I've watched that
You-
show so many times.
The humor is so subtle but so good. It's just it's so well written.
It's like
But
a.
apparently,
Yeah.
one of the episodes got taken off of Netflix.
Yeah, it was the Dungeons and Dragons. Because Ken Jeong, he does blackface in
Because
it.
Ken Jeong does
Yeah.
blackface.
Which is crazy. Because, like, in.
I find that far fetched. He was an elf.
He was
wasn't
an elf.
being
He
a
was a
black
dark
guy.
elf.
He was,
Which,
he was a dark elf in a fantasy. He was playing.
It's like, who
Dungeons.
to be
cares? Come
fair-
on.
to be
Come
fair,
on.
in that joke, like him doing blackface, there was a joke to it. It wasn't just let's throw him in with blackface. There was a joke. The joke was about the underlying racism in him doing blackface. It was like, I guess we're just going to ignore that. Like even Shirley says, she's like, are we just going to ignore this hate crime? Like
Mm.
there was a point behind
It
the
was
joke,
subtle.
is what I'm trying to say. Like it's a subtle point.
It was subtle.
But
It
there's
wasn't
a-
like
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a
It wasn't
point.
like we're gonna make a racist. What's
Yeah.
the word?
It's not like we want to make the show
fucked up
racist or
joke.
we want to offend people. There's like a witty
He just
joke
has
there.
moments with Shirley
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
are like on the line of racism. And then
Yeah.
It's like,
Like I get
Wow.
it. I get why it's taken down. It's fair. But also it ruins the joke by taking it down.
yeah, it does.
Like and
Mhm.
also it's just
But it
such
is
a good
beautiful in this day and
episode.
age.
Yeah.
It was a great episode.
It's
Fat
just
Neil.
honestly it's a top 10 episode of the show. Like people
Oh,
are
sure.
people
Yeah,
are missing out
absolutely.
by not seeing that episode because it's genuinely such a good one. Like whenever people tell me they watch Community and they don't see that episode, I tell them watch it somewhere, like on streaming or something, because bunch of
Yes, Fat Neil.
movies.
Yes, Fat Neil. It's great. There's more
Yeah.
fat shaming in that episode more than blackface.
Yeah,
Think
that
about
episode. If anything, I would have taken it
If
down for fat
anything,
shaming.
I would have taken it down for fat shaming.
Yeah,
There's
for
a
real.
lot of fat shaming in that episode. More than
Yeah.
anything.
Like for real.
Oh.
Honestly, for real.
Oh,
There was way more.
fat
Right.
shaming.
Let's go. Let's talk
Fat
about
Neil.
fat shaming.
Fat
Yeah,
shaming.
come on.
Fair income, fat models, gotta go.
Alrighty, we're getting into more
Oh.
controversy. Alright, Lewis, when we blow up, you're not going to be on this pod. You will get us cancelled. Oh, which...
Do you think this is going to be controversial, but do you think plus sized people promoting being plus size is good?
Here's what I think.
In what context?
Like, you know how they're like, oh, your body's beautiful in every way. Do you
Yeah.
think that's promoting a kind of bad, like a, what's the word?
Bad
Like,
message.
yeah, like a bad kind of like
Mm.
they're promoting being obese
Here's what I
to
think.
a younger audience.
Yeah.
Right. Well, look, I'm a bit old-fashioned, so
All
look
right.
in our day and age. Just hear me out. I'll
Yeah.
explain the
Alright.
context. All right. Hear me out. In this day and age, everything is focused on our feelings.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everything's sensitive now, except for South Park. Thank Jesus. Everything's
Thank the
everything
Lord
is-
that exists.
Thank the goat, the king,
Thank
and the panther.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the goats.
Correct. Thank you. You know, the world has become so sensitive these days. I was not raised that way,
Yeah.
right? Very traditional, old fashioned, like just you know, you deal with shit like a regular dude, just deal with it. You know, you don't have to be like soft about it. Look, everyone has a different journey when it comes to body weight and insecurities. I mean, I've had my own journey, especially when I got into bodybuilding because of how I got how much and tired, how sick and tired I got of looking at myself in the mirror when I came out of the shower,
Yeah.
and I just see this fat ass beer gut, just just spilling over my shorts, right? You know, and I'm like, fuck, fuck this. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna put some muscle on, lose some weight, get in good shape, look healthy. You know, like I kind of like you don't really see many dudes who are going, oh, like body positivity, like get rid of fat shaming. It's mainly focused on women. At least ones in like really prominent social media that are making a noise. They're mainly women. They're not really dudes. They're really two different stories.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Majority of dudes who do go through that usually go to the gym or they focus on taking care of themselves if they can.
Yeah.
Right. So at least in the body positivity movement in the social media, then most of the noise is coming from women making that message of I'm healthy the way I am.
Yeah.
Do I think it's particularly healthy? Physically and just medically speaking, I don't agree. That's I
Yeah.
don't know any doctor who would agree.
That
I don't
is
know.
that's true.
I don't know a single doctor who would agree with that. But at the end of the day, it's your bloody body. Do whatever the hell you want with it.
Yeah,
It's not my
exactly.
fucking business. I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
if you want to be, if
At
you
the
want
end of
to
the
be
day, who
overweight,
are we
fair
to
enough.
tell people how they should be?
That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
perfectly fair. But like, but in all fairness, could I ask? Can I like go on the internet and go? We should all be. I should. There's not. I should not be ashamed for smoking. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
But it's killing my lungs every drag. If I were to smoke and I'm
Whoa.
taking a drag
Exactly.
every day, it's gonna murder my lungs inside out. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's people who
I can't
Yeah.
put the image and the idea that it's positive, so it must be good.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like objectively, it's bad for you. But if that's how you want to
Objectively,
live
it's
your
bad.
life, who's
Yeah.
anyone to tell you not to?
That's fair,
Exactly.
but that's right.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, exactly.
It's two different situations of I'm just gonna do this compared to I'm gonna spread the message of I'll do whatever I want and I'm actually gonna promote it.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Promote. It's one thing to go from I'm just gonna do what I want to do. That's again fair enough. I don't give two shits. You do you.
Yeah.
That's your business, right? But to promote it, I don't necessarily agree. Because, like I said, I don't know any doctor who would agree that living that life is medically healthy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, it's definitely not healthy. Like
not
not
healthy.
at all.
I'm not saying you can't live like that, but like
But,
to
yeah,
promote
it's
the
like it's
idea
your
that
life.
it's like I don't care. Like if it's your life, it's your life. Big deal.
It's
I
like
don't
what
care.
people
It's not
do
a
if
big
they
deal.
drink. You know,
If they drink,
that's their life. Whatever.
That's their life.
Because I know a lot of people do. They do hop on the I'm gonna criticize you and fucking have an opinion on your life. But at the end of the day, if you smoke, everyone knows it's not good for you.
Yes.
If you vape, if you drink, if you eat a lot, it's not good. But at the end of the day, it's like, fuck. Are you living their life? No. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
everyone's just got to.
It's like even like like Jackass or something. Like they're doing all these crazy stunts that are potentially hurting themselves.
Yeah,
But you're not gonna tell them to stop. Like
No.
That's their business.
yeah, that's what they want to
So
do.
film,
That's
they're
how they want to live
producing
their life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skaters,
good man.
People enjoy skating. They get hurt. Like, you're not going
Yeah.
to tell them to stop skating because it's going to hurt them.
Like, do you remember all that drama with Lizzo? Like, you know, obviously there was drama when she first became big.
Yeah, everyone was
intended.
giving her.
Oh,
Oh,
Right?
God.
Which,
Everyone was giving her so much shit, as
she was
evident.
getting shit, right?
Yeah.
She was getting shit for being big, but in the a few years later, she announced she's going to try to lose weight. What happened? She got more shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
She got more shit. She got backlash from the body positivity movement. And then it's
Yeah.
like, well, I thought it's like up to the person about how they want to control their weight. It's not about your
Keeping her
ideology
big.
or your
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, like
like,
you know,
it's
like
really, it's
what
toxic
kind
as
of person's
fuck.
that?
It's
It's
like
toxic,
people,
exactly.
it's people who, and again, I'm with that movement of like, you know, do what you want to do, like,
Do what you want.
but
Yeah.
it's really like, you see it a lot, like, people are like, you know, I'm, you know, body positivity, I'm comfortable being bigger, all that, but they will hate on skinny people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen more than enough examples of that
Yeah.
happening.
And it's like, yeah, but at the end
very
of the day, if you're gonna scream body positivity, it shouldn't be one-sided. It's the same. People are like, I want equality, and then they'll favor one gender over another. Like, at the end of the day, if you really believe in positivity, you're gonna be positive no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Like,
No one in this world will ever be happy.
nah.
No one,
Nah,
no one,
we're all
no
dying
one can
miserable.
please anyone.
It's like they say
Well
in
done,
retail,
miserable.
not you'll never make every customer happy, no matter how
Exactly.
hard you try.
Because there will be fat people hating skinny people, and there's skinny people hating fat people. You know, different races hating other races,
It will
genders hating
always,
genders.
always. There will always be someone who's not accepting of everyone.
No one,
Always.
you'll never win.
Never.
So it's
please
unfortunate
everyone, though.
that you have to accept that, but
That's life. No, everyone's different for a reason. And it
Yeah,
sucks.
That
It
is-
sucks when negativity comes along, but that's life.
That is the consequence of freedom.
Yeah.
And you know, I love freedom. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we have freedom.
Mm.
We need freedom.
Of course.
You know, the idea of like people are like really like far up, like with their heads in their own asses, with their own like movements. They think like they can like solve every problem, and it's like the reality is there's always conflict.
Always.
You can't get
oh,
rid of it.
100%.
There's always conflict. You can't get rid of it 100%. It's always going to be there.
Mm.
You know, there's always going to be someone complaining. There's going to be someone who disagrees with you. There's always going to be someone who has a different opinion.
Always.
You know, we're a very multicultural nation, and we're free. America's even more interesting in that regard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We are, it's crazy, like Australia, it's really like, I think it might be the most multicultural nation, right?
We're definitely up there.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
there's-
especially
definitely-
Melbourne, I reckon.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
so multicultural. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
you walk into a building, like you walk into a shop, and there's like 12 different races. Like,
Yeah.
But not to make it sound racist, but if you go to America,
Cancel.
you don't see an Aussie an Aussie shop in like Walmart selling thongs and like Aussie
or
flags
over here
and
in
stuff like that.
in Aldi, which I'm pretty sure Aldi is Canadian originally, right? It's from a.
I
It's
don't know.
anyway. It's not an Australian
fucking
company,
clue.
but over here it's so Australianized, if
Mm.
that's a word. And now
Yeah.
they're selling American candy to celebrate 4th of July. Like, that's how
There you go.
multicultural we are. Like, you know,
Wow.
we'll have like you go to a pizza shop here. There's Americana. There's, you know, like we are.
It's a lot, you know.
Yeah, it's so multicultural here. You walk into the shops there. There's a shop like the shops across from my house. There's a shop that specifically sells American candy,
Yeah, it's
and
insane.
next to it's like an Indian like spice shop, and like
Well, in Altona, there's like you know, we have what's it called, Taco Bell,
Taco Bell.
yeah,
and then out in like Maribyrnong, whatever, there's fucking Starbucks.
yeah. We're starting to get all the American ones now. Like
Starting to, s-
we just got
which-
Five Guys. We got Carl's Jr. a
Yeah.
couple of years ago.
yeah, exactly. So it's
Mm.
all like, but what Australian restaurants have we got?
We've got
Aussie restaurants.
Oh yeah, like
None.
that, like yeah, like that.
iconic ones.
Yeah, because obviously in America there's Wendy's,
Yeah.
And then there's Taco Bell. Then there's fucking
There's McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, which we
Burger
have here,
King.
Hungry Jacks.
Yeah,
That's
it's all like.
Australian.
Yeah.
That's
But what do you
We
see
have
in
like
America
Red
that's
Rooster.
ours?
Red
Yeah.
Rooster. All for one customer.
It's gotta be
Oh,
red.
It's got to be the deadest restaurant ever.
Oh, for real.
I went
Oh,
to
for
one
sure.
like 2 weeks ago, and I rocked up, and he just sounded like he wanted to
Oh yeah.
KMS. He was just a, hey, how you going? Place
That-
your order.
That's the only original fast food chain we have here. I can't think of another one.
Nah, neither.
Let us know in the comments if we're forgetting any, but I can't think of another one to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Like Subway, they have
Ah.
that overseas. That's not
because
from
Subway's
Young.
not even.
Yeah.
That's not even ours. Yeah.
Nah, it's not.
Fuck.
You know what I
Australia
recently found out?
sucks.
You know what I recently found out?
Mm.
And I only found this out because it's in Atlanta. But anyway,
You
like
suck
the
at
show
golf.
Atlanta. I suck at golf. Yeah, exactly. Nah,
Yeah, yeah. You really suck at golf.
You suck
Now
at
go
golf.
I thought Nando's was an Australian restaurant. It's not. I thought it was Australian my whole life.
Nah.
Because I've never
Oh,
heard
really?
anyone else mention Nando's. I've never heard an American mention Nando's. And then I was watching Atlanta, and there was they were at a Nando's, and I was like, what? I thought it was
Yeah.
Australian. Which, by the way,
There's so many things,
Caroline
like, from
Springs
America.
Nando's, best Nando's. But anyway,
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I'd agree with that actually. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like there's like a lot of restaurants in America that I wish we had in Australia, like
yeah.
Cookout.
I want to,
or,
what's it called?
things
They
like
do.
Just shit to try, like Wendy's or White Castle. White Castle's a meme in America.
Yeah.
I don't get White Castle, but a lot of people like in America are like, oh, White Castle's a shit, and I'm like, that's because you're racist. Why does it have to be white?
Whoa.
Bro, could you imagine someone goes, we need a Black Castle? Surely.
Oh,
So,
it'll
I
happen
think that's
one
going to
day.
happen in the future. That's a prediction. That's
It'll
a
happen one
prophecy.
day.
It's going to come happen. Someone's going to speak up and go, we need a Black Castle in America.
Oh god. Well, on that note, we are over an hour into this podcast.
Oh,
Thank you.
fair
Yeah.
dinks, fair dinks, fair dinks.
Fair
dinks,
dinks.
fair
We should
dinks.
probably wrap it up. But
Probably wrap
Yeah.
it up.
this has been an amazing episode. We've spoken about so
100%.
much. And this is
100%.
our most controversial episode.
Probably
Yeah, I'm
yes.
cancelled.
Oh, we're getting
I'm
cancelled.
getting cancelled.
Alright,
I
alright.
am. If anyone has any hate to give me, I'll take it. Give it to me.
And
Give him all
also,
the hate.
I have
I
4
joined the
words
dark
for
side a
everyone.
long time ago.
I
What?
have 4 words for everyone.
What? What are your
Good
forwards?
old Collingwood forever.
They know
Collingwood's-
the game.
Collingwood's bringing it home this year. The Premiership's Collingwood's.
We are the Navy
Side
Blues.
by
Shut
side,
up.
we stick
We are the
together.
old
To
Navy
uphold
Blues.
the Magpies' name.
Yeah.
Get that
Carlton
Carlton
has the
shit
best
out of
theme
here.
song. Carlton has the best theme song in AFL. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Mid. Carlton's mid.
Nah.
The theme song's
Say the
mid.
reason why I go for it.
Carlton
Say the reason why I go
is
for it.
like the bottom of my shoe.
We
Honestly,
have the
Right,
most
you know.
iconic
Top
song
three
in
se-
AFL history.
top 3 theme songs. Collingwood, Richmond, GWS.
Kill yourself.
GWS theme song's
Kill
fire.
yourself. Kill yourself. Geelong beats GWS.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I left Geelong out. Geelong has a fire song.
Geelong's mad.
Bulldogs is up there as well.
Bulldogs is up there. I'll give Bulldogs up there.
Who else? Everyone else's song's kind of mid.
Bro, what about the
Oh,
Tasmanian theme song?
Has a team came in yet?
Nah, not
Nah,
yet.
that's
Maybe
in,
next
that's
year.
in
yeah.
like a couple years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got their license. Is that what they got?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They got accepted, which
Yeah.
I have no idea who will ever go for Tasmania, but
If it's not the
Everyone-
Tasmanian Devils,
true.
Forget it.
forget it.
Oh, I will go for the Tasmanian Devils,
Yeah, if it's Tasmania Devils, I'll go for them.
but not Tasmanian whatever.
I think
Like,
it's like probably I don't know. I'm just
anyways,
ripping
we
you
probably
off.
should wrap this up because
Let's wrap it up.
Thank you
Yeah, we
all
are.
for watching. Don't cancel us. Leave a like, leave a comment, turn on notifications, subscribe.
and we will see you in the next episode.
Thank you all for watching. Any last words from Lewis Perry before we close it off?
Absolutely. I do have some last words.
Oh God.
I'm looking forward to our skedaffle, Mr. Whitehead.
Oh yes,
The GOAT versus the King. It's going to be interesting.
yes.
And Calm Blues forever. Go fuck yourselves.
Alrighty.
Collingwood forever. Thank you,
Collingwood
Lewis, for being on the podcast.
Thank
We
you. This is the
appreciate
last
it.
time we'll ever have you on
Thank
the
you very much.
podcast, but
And this will probably be our last ever podcast.
because we're getting cancelled.
Oh yeah, demonetized.
Oh god.
Demonetized.
I'm gonna call this episode "Please Don't Cancel Us."
Yes. Yes.
Oh god. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for being a guest. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
See you next week.